Spanned and Raised, BI itself, about to jump into a TikTok compilation of the strangest, craziest news that's happening today that we all should just be aware of.
Seriously awesome videos of what looks like for entertainment purposes only, motherships off the coast in the Gulf of Mexico, possibly also known as the Gulf of Mexico. I don't know where we're at with that. I'm not sure if that's final or not. You can let me know. I haven't kept up on that. I'm sorry. But either way, I want you to see these videos because it's really awesome. They caught it, a few people caught it on the live cam that overlooks the ocean. And then they're also seeing them pop up in other places over the ocean, which I think is really funny because if you watch Bashar, I totally watch Bashar. I am weird in a lot of ways. If you follow me, you know this already. If you don't, welcome. Hello. Anyways, Bashar said that what they were going to do was they were going to start showing themselves slowly, and then they were going to show their bigger ships off the coast and just like sit there so that we could see them, but we would know that they weren't aggressive and we would know not to be scared because we could just, you know, sit there and see that they're not doing anything. They're just saying, hey.
Take a listen to this.
I think I know what CERN was doing while this eclipse was happening.
I'm going to respond in a second.
There is so many different videos and footage of demons flying by the sun. I'm about to show you another one in a minute. I'm going to slow it down right here.
Look. Now I'm going to give my comments in a few seconds.
And then there was this one.
Now this video is for educational purposes only. People have asked me if this stuff is real, what you just saw on here. Now the first thing I'm going to say is this. I don't know where these videos were recorded. I can't say if they're real. I can't say if they're fake. But what I can say is this, that the spirit world is real. Stuff has been caught on camera. CERN does open up portals. I didn't say that. That's what they said. They said that they're seeking extra dimensions. Now we know, since we're Christians, those of you that's believers, we know that there are extra dimensions, and we know that extra dimension, that goes on to others is the spirit realm.
All I got to say is, how does he know that they was demons? Like, what evidence did he, put together? So apparently there was some earthquakes in Bangkok. I swear every day I find of something to be thankful for that I didn't even know I was thankful for.
มันไม่ปกติแล้ว
Thankful that
แผ่นเลื่อน
I don't deal with no earthquakes on a day-to-day. This looks like it could be dangerous.
The planet state.
pretty fascinating. Even if it was me, just wow. I just have a question, like why are these things just now being quote unquote discovered? Or are they being disclosed?
Wasting time.
Wow. Wow.
TikTok is about to be banned in a week. Yup, we're back at it again. Don't scroll, let me explain. So this is TikTok season 4, I'm thinking, of the ban. And this time, as you guys know, Trump gave them an extension, and that extension ends April 5th. Before I tell y'all some good news though, here's the summary. As you guys remember, they kept claiming that TikTok was spying on us and that it was a dangerous app to have. Just for the president himself and other lawmakers to come out and admit that there was never no risk. There were assumptions, but there was never hard proof that TikTok was selling our information like they claim. But that being said, senators have now been urging Trump to extend it all the way to October, giving the company TikTok more time before, getting banned or being removed off of all the app stores like what happened last time. Me personally, as long as TikTok stay on Trump's good side, I think they're gonna be here for the next 4 years, because he stated himself that they're not gonna enforce the ban on TikTok as long as he in office, from what I've seen. Because all in all, bro just wanna cut. We all seen that. Bro don't even wanna own the whole app. Bro just wanna get paid from the app. So, trust, that's how I feel anyways. What do you guys think about this whole situation?
Rachel Zegler cries over Snow White box office flop. Rachel Zegler just appeared to break down during a recent Instagram live, and the internet? Yeah, it's eating it up. Disney's Snow White remake has reportedly racked up a production budget north of $300 million. That's Marvel-level spending. But the box office numbers, they're looking like a train wreck. Early projections are rolling in way below expectations, and the panic is starting to show. Zegler, who stars as Snow White, went live for a Q&A with fans, and what was supposed to be a casual hangout quickly turned emotional. She opened up about the overwhelming backlash, the pressure she's been under, and how, in her words, she never meant to offend anyone. She talked about death threats, about fearing for her career, about watching something she cared about spiral completely out of control, and the reactions online, they're fierce. Almost as if Disney is just out to destroy itself while destroying the classic stories and Star Wars, another movie we won't watch, not even considered watching. If she didn't like the premise of the original movie, why did she take the role? And the big question everyone's asking now, what happens next for Disney and for Rachel? Follow for more.
Something straight out of a horror movie. Listen to this. A Kansas sheriff's office says a child told the babysitter there was a monster under the bed. When she tried to show the kid that there was nothing wrong, she ended up face to face with a man hiding underneath the bed. The babysitter and the man then got into some sort of an altercation, and he got away. Police identified the suspect, though, as somebody who used to live at that house. He'd been ordered to stay away from the property. Deputies later captured him, now being held on a $500,000 bond.
Doge has posted over the last 12 hours. 11 hours ago, they posted this contract update. Yesterday, agencies terminated 113 wasteful contracts with a ceiling value of $4.7 billion and a savings of $3.3 billion, including a $145,000 USDA consulting contract for quote-unquote Peru climate change activities. Plus, the Doge leaderboard has been updated. 4 hours ago, they posted this. Great work today by the U.S. Department of Labor canceling $577 million in America Last grants for $237 million in savings, including $10 million for gender equity in the Mexican workplace, $12.2 million for worker empowerment in South America, $6.25 million for improving respect for workers' rights in agricultural supply chains in Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador, $5 million for elevating women's participation in the workplace in West Africa, $4.3 million for assisting foreign migrant workers in Malaysia, $3 million to enhance Social Security access and worker protections for internal migrant workers in Bangladesh, and $3 million for safe and inclusive work environments in Lesotho. I have a free email newsletter where I go into more detail on many of these topics. It's a great way to be able to connect with me directly. So if you want information that's more detailed,
I'm all for shutting down these ridiculous programs to these other countries. Like, I think they just have these offshore accounts that they funneling the money into. My only thing is, I hope that we're doing this to put money back in to the people and not just back into the pockets of the people that's.
So we have a current update on the $5,000 stimulus coming from the DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, to the American tax-paying people. Now keep in mind you had to actually have paid and filed taxes last year in order to get the stimulus, but the entire proposal has been written out and it's been submitted to Congress for approval. And if it's approval, we are now getting a bump from $2,500 to $5,000 for singles, and of course if you file jointly it's $7,500 at this point. And the reason for the bump is because they keep uncovering more misappropriated funds, and they are going to give back 20% of all the misappropriated funds to the American taxpayers from last year, and of course another 20% goes to help the deficit, and they haven't figured out what to do with the other 60% yet, but we're looking at possibly more than $5,000 at this point with the rate that Elon Musk is going with the DOGE, and it is absolutely beautiful. Let me know in the comment section below if you're super excited with all the work the DOGE is doing and all the money they are giving back to the American tax-paying people.
Did you know Trump just legalized segregation again? Let me repeat that. Federal contractors can now ban black folks from bathrooms, restaurants, and jobs using your tax dollars. This isn't a history reboot. It's Project 2025's MAGA playbook deleting civil rights. But here's their fatal flaw. Black America controls $1.6 trillion in spending power. We buy Jordans, iPhones, SUVs, yet fund businesses cozy with this Jim Crow 2.0. Target lost $15 billion fighting LGBTQ plus hate. Imagine draining every dime from these segregation enablers. Document every white's preferred job post, every racist policy, and flood TikTok with geotags and CEO at handles. White allies, this isn't our fight alone. Your schools, hospitals, and voting booths are next. Corporate America wants segregation. Let's help them starve. They think it's 1955, but we've got screens, boycotts, and receipts. The question isn't if they'll backtrack, but how loud we'll be laughing when they beg for our cash.
We have some big news right now. Segregated facilities are no longer explicitly banned in federal contracts.
This video may be long. Segregation. This time, the people missing out won't be us.
Yep, go do that. Because I personally have watched enough civil rights documentaries that, you know, the black people said they did all that fighting to be included in y'all spaces, and it wasn't even worth it. The food wasn't good. The party wasn't popping. The educational spaces, y'all really wasn't that smart. Right? So go do that. Go do that. What makes this place, America, great is the fact that it is diverse. And it's a lot of different minds working together to come to a common goal. Right? So if y'all want to split this motherfucker up and y'all want to have your own little spaces where only white people are involved, go do that.
I just want to go on record saying that segregation is probably not the flex that y'all think it's going to be. And it's probably not going to impact black people as much as y'all think it will. And if y'all going to do it, just make sure that y'all don't repeat history. Because when black successful communities have been built, you all have turned around and destroyed them. Burned them to the ground. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Greenwood, okay, Black Wall Street. And don't even get me started on how y'all would respond if black culture and black intellectual property was stripped from your reality.
When was America great to them? Is it starting to make sense to you now?
So Donald Trump just brought back segregation. Yes, I'm saying that. He just brought back segregation. Segregation on bathrooms, on restaurants, on who to hire. That is part of removing DEI. Okay? Let's do it. Bring back segregation. I want to know where the fuck I'm not welcome. I want to know where my money does not deserve to be put at. Because let's make this very fucking clear. Black people in America are the buying power. Y'all forget, we buy more than anybody else. I don't know why we do that shit, but we do. So let us know where the fuck we aren't welcome. Bring back segregation. I guarantee y'all gonna fuck up all y'all money.
The man is trying to put martial law into place. Okay, he's trying to put it into place, and he's trying to get those of us that are melanated upset about it so that we can go out and riot so he can have a reason to enact martial law. I really wish y'all would have listened to us when they overturned Roe v. Wade. I said that once they overturn Roe v. Wade, they're coming after everything else. Y'all didn't want to believe it because those of y'all who were homophobic, racist, sexist, misogynist, anything of that nature, y'all were salivating at the thought of us suffering. Just happy about it. And now because some of y'all are sitting up here being affected by it personally, now y'all want us to just go out and riot with y'all. Absolutely not. We gonna have colored and whites only fountains again, according to him. Black people, continue to stay your ass at home. Continue to stay at home, tend to your families, tend to your dogs, your cats, whatever it is, and mind your business. They want us to get upset so that way they can say this is the reason why we have to enact martial law, because they're mad that we're not mad about it.
Because this time, white people, we are the ones that are going to be on the front crossing that bridge. Do you hear me? We are the ones that are going to stand in the streets. Our black countrymen have done their time at the front of the lines, and it is our turn. Because we have let this happen.
I tell you, all my black people are understanding the assignment about this segregation stuff. Y'all are understanding the assignment. It's like we're all united. Like we understand the assignment.
This is not our fight. I really need to learn that dance now. I need some boots and a fan. Cause where them fans at?
Y'all had the opportunity to stand with us November 4th and y'all chose not to. We tired. We done.
Thank God I live in Maryland, where it's just way too diverse. It wouldn't even work, you know, but this is crazy. Like, this is the craziest thing I heard all day. Like, really? Really? I'm not going to invite this type of energy into my sphere, but all I want to say is, really? And how is that going to work in sports and Hollywood? Are they really willing to lose that much money? Like, and it's not making sense to me. Like, that wraps up another compilation. Hope you learned something that you weren't already aware of, you know, just being knowledgeable on what's happening in today's day.